What's up, guys? This is Junior from CR42 Hunting. Welcome back to the channel. We're starting a new series for you guys, talking about our crossbows. Zach and I both crossbow hunt. We've been crossbow hunting for about, what, Zach, 5 years or so?
Yeah.
Anyway, it gave us an opportunity to extend our hunting season. Here in Texas, our hunting season starts for rifles in November. And it extended our season by about a month because we get to start in October. We get an extra month to bow hunt. So a few years ago, both of us got a couple of bows. I got the CenterPoint 370 and Zach picked up the CenterPoint Amped 415. And we're gonna shoot a video for you guys today and kind of compare the two. Mine is 370 feet per second, Zach's is 415 feet per second, so it's got a little bit more boogie. But I'll kind of show you guys the crossbows. We're gonna do a paper test today with both crossbows, and then we'll also do a chicken test. I got a couple of chickens. We'll probably go out to 40 yards and show you guys what kind of penetration you get on some flesh. So here is the Sniper 370. Again, this is my bow. I picked this up for $299. I think I got it from Cabela's. So I'll just kind of go through from front to back and show you guys the bow. I think this has a 185-pound draw and a 3.5-pound trigger. So it's got an adjustable stock on it. It's got your fire and your safety here. It came with this 4x32 reticle. It also came with a quiver, which I don't have on it, but it came with a quiver, and I think it came with 3 bolts also.
Doesn't that one have a like a decock feature too?
It does. So most of your crossbows don't have that feature, but with this one you can hit this and then decock it, which is great if you don't get a chance to get a shot if you're out in the woods. And this also has an aluminum rail. And some of them don't come with aluminum rails, but this one has an aluminum rail. Again, this was $299 bucks. I've taken several hogs with this. I've also taken several deer, all of them in about 40-45 yards. So anyway, so this is like I said, this is the CenterPoint 370, and it's been pretty good for us. So anyway, I'll show you guys. And this is Zach's. This is the Amp 415. So like I said, it's got a little bit more boogie than mine. It's a little heavier. It's a little bit more robust. Again, you got the adjustable stock here. You got your fire and your safety. And Zach upgraded his reticle. I'll talk about that in a second. He's got an additional little handguard here, and then he threw a bipod on his. And it's also got an aluminum rail. And Zach, I think, and we'll put a link down in the description, but I think this reticle was 150-ish.
Yeah, sounds about right. I saw a video where somebody was actually shooting it out to 100 yards.
Gotcha.
And so I upgraded the scope. It's actually got the reticle in there dialed in from 20 to 100 yards. It's illuminated as well. Very
cool. So anyway, this is Zach's setup. He's also taken several hogs and deer with this. You know, like I said, 40 to 60 yards. Like I said, we'll be doing a paper test today. So we'll line up at 20 yards and we'll take a shot at this paper. Maybe we'll go back to 40 and take a shot at this paper, see what kind of penetration we get. I got a couple of chickens, like I said. We'll put those out at 40 yards and just kind of show you guys what kind of penetration we get on flesh. We'll be using these bolts here. So when you shoot a crossbow, they don't shoot arrows, they shoot bolts. We'll be using these bolts with the practice tips on them. When we hunt, we use these mechanical. I do. I think Zach, you had some fixed bolts. I
might have one in my quiver right there.
Gotcha. I'll show them in a second. So I use the mechanical bolts. So it's got a little retention ring right here. So when you make impact, you know, this kind of flares out. These are for hunting. And then this is like I said, a practice tip. This we'll be using today. And here you can see Zach's got if I can get her out here. Zach has a fixed bolt that he hunts with. So anyway, that's our test today. So we're gonna go out and do some shooting for you guys and see what happens. So we're back. We got the crossbow set up here. Zach actually just picked this tripod up. This is a Death Grip. Death Grip, the model of this one, or the?
It's made by Bog.
Made by Bog.
Yeah.
It's carbon fiber, and this is the Death Grip model. So it's my first time shooting off this. Like I told Zach, we'll actually put the link down in the description. But I'll probably end up with one of these later today, in the near future. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We'll see how I feel shooting off of it. So what we got here, for those of you who are not familiar with crossbows, these are actually bolts and not arrows. So some people errantly call them arrows, but these are bolts. Anyway, this is a practice tip, which is what we'll be using. These just screw in. You can buy them separately, so it just screws in. We'll be using this practice tip. But when we hunt, we actually use something that looks a lot like this. It's actually got what's called a retention ring on it, which is a little piece of rubber. So when these hit, these actually expand. These blades expand.
Mechanical.
Yep, it's mechanical. So they do make some that are not mechanical. I'm not sure if I have any with me.
I got one.
You got one, but these are mechanical. So when it hits, these will expand. And yep, here's a broadhead that is. So you can see these. It won't expand. It's already set. It's already fixed. This one will expand upon impact, and it's this little retention ring, the rubber, so it'll just expand and slowly replace it. Anyway, when you set these in, you can see these have different colors on the veins, and it says right here, this side down. So when I slide it in, we'll put this vein down. So anyway, we're gonna use these practice tips for today's test. When we shoot the chicken, we'll probably use one of these hookings. All right, here we go. So we'll put it in, put the vein down, take a shot, see what happens. All right, Zach, are we ready?
Ready.
All right, go check it out. So we took a shot with the CenterPoint 370. Let's measure. So these are 20-inch bolts, and we got, wow, 19.5, which means it only went in about ½ an inch. Okay, so that also means, yeah, we obviously didn't go through not even one stack. So we got about a ½ inch penetration with the CenterPoint 370, which is supposed to be going 370 feet per second. So yours should penetrate further.
Yeah, let's leave it in there.
Yep.
And we'll get a true comparison and see if we can hit more on the right.
Yep, that's why we run the test, so we'll actually see if the more expensive bow gets more penetration. So let's go take a shot.
All right. All right, guys, let's see what the Amped 415 does. Ready?
Yes, sir. Good shot.
Wow, look at that. It kind of shows you right there which one
Yeah.
had more penetration.
Let's go check it out. So we made it down to check out Zach's shot, but we got a bolt here for you guys. We're just gonna get a measurement on it from tip to the end of the nook there, and it's about 21.5 inches total. So let's take a look here. So you can clearly see this is Zach's 415 and this is my 370. So we got about, just eyeballing it, maybe an inch more penetration, but let's get a measurement on it. So mine was almost 20 inches, 19.75 inches, and Zach's was 18.5. So it definitely got more penetration, which is kind of what we expected. Like I said, my model was $299, and Zach's was probably retails about $500 to $600, maybe even $700. So that's the difference that you get. We're gonna set this chicken up here and do it against some flesh and see what difference we get outside of just paper. But so if we yank this one out, let's yank mine out and thumb it if we can, and see what we get. So measuring this way, we got 1 3/4.
Yep, 1 3/4.
And if we yank yours out, if I can get her, there we go. We got almost 2.5 inches. So slightly better. Zach did slightly better there on the penetration test against the paper. But like I said, we're gonna set this chicken up and actually get some flesh and see how big of a difference that we get when we actually shoot some flesh. So let's set up and take some more shots. All right, so between Zach's crossbow and mine, there was about 3/4 of an inch difference in penetration. So we got two different hunting tips here. This is the fixed, and Zach will be shooting the fixed, and this is the mechanical. So the difference between the two, theoretically, the mechanical head is supposed to have more penetration. Obviously, we know between my bow and Zach's bow, his was about 3/4 of an inch more powerful, got better penetration. So I'll be shooting this mechanical, and Zach will be shooting the fixed at this chicken, and we'll see if they can offset each other, or if they will offset each other, and if so, by how much. So I'll take a shot again with this mechanical, and when Zach shoots, he'll be shooting this fixed head, and we'll see what happens. All right, let's take a shot, sir. All right, are we ready?
Ready.
All right. All right, we got a hit. All right, let me take this out, let you take a shot. Sorry about that.
All right, ready?
Yes, sir. Still rolling. All right, let's go down and see what happens. So we walk down, take a look and see what happened. You can see, so here's my shot, and here was Zach's shot. So we have the 370 and the 415. You can see here there's about, I don't know, maybe 1.5 inches difference in penetration. So let's see if we can yank it out. Actually, let's take this out and see. Wow, look at that. Kind of pushed all the way through there. So let's just measure it here, see what the difference is. So here you got almost 7 inches, 6 3/4, and here you got less than 4 inches. So even when we changed mediums and went from the paper to some solid flesh, clearly there's still a difference. At the end of the day, you got more penetration from the CenterPoint 415 than you did from the CenterPoint 370, which is what technically should happen, but we wanted to test it out and see where the rubber meets the road and see if we actually had a difference. Anyway, at the end of the day, let's see this chicken, let's see if I can measure it. The one you shot was about, from front to back, 4.5 inches, we'll just call it 4. And this chicken is about the same, 5 inches, maybe 4.5 inches. So if this was going into, a deer or a hog, 4.5 inches into, a hard shot, it's still game over. And like I said, I've taken several deer and hog with my 370, and it's taking them just fine. So anyway, thank you guys for checking out today's video. If you haven't already, hit that like button for us. Hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. And we'll catch you guys next time.